Got a new letter from an informant. Looks like the situation has changed again.
The informant is back. What do you know? Oh yeah, where that glider is out of.
We made it to Vamara Village! Why don't we talk to some of the villagers to learn a little bit more about the missing guy? If this commission is really as challenging as Catherine made it out to be, we're gonna need to carry out a very detailed investigation.
I thought she said of this Kamoshida. I'm like, ooh, Persona 5? I'm down. Down to just go back and forth. Got a mint pick real quick. Yeah, it is. Mint.
Hello there. You looking to buy something?
Oh, no, we're adventurers. Catherine sent us to look into a commission here in Vamara Village.
You're gonna make me select some dumb shit.
So you're here about that then. You're not the first, that's for sure. We've certainly made a lot of trouble for you all. To be honest, we aren't holding out much hope. Many adventurers have made their way out here, confident they'd be able to help us, only to leave soon after with nothing to show for their efforts. We've pretty much had it up to here in questions, and the area around the village has practically been overturned in search of clues. But no one has been able to make any headway.
So, this person we're looking for, what's his name? Where did he live? Does he have any relatives?
I don't know. I really have no clue. I couldn't tell you.
Okay, guess you're really sick of answering questions.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound short with you. I was actually just giving you my answer to your questions.
Oh, come on. All the choices are meaningless. Good choices. Ah.
I know it may seem like we don't have anything to offer by way of information, but I promise you, we all have a very strong impression of him. When you live in the same village as someone, you develop a lot of memories together, you know?
But
We
no
just
name?
don't know the specifics. Maybe we did at one point, but that information is long gone by now. At least that's what everyone in the village seems to think. We've all exchanged what we know, and that was the only logical conclusion.
Somebody they had a memory wipe.
Specifics aside then, what kind of person was he?
Young guy, in his early 20s probably. Incredibly kind sort of person, always willing to lend a helping hand. I'd chat with him when I didn't have any customers. I even saw him stick out his neck for others on more than one occasion. Very interesting guy, that one.
Now that you've started talking about him, you don't seem nearly as down in the dumps as you did before. Seems like...
But of course, everyone in the village is pretty fond of him. We wouldn't have issued that commission otherwise. There aren't many young people like him nowadays. So genuine.
Could he have just moved away without telling...
No, he's not the type to leave without saying goodbye.
Huh. Huh?
Yeah, skyward!
It's that guests I hear.
Hi, Grandpa Amadea. We're here to help you look for the guy that's gone missing.
Ah, so that's what brings you to these parts. Coming all this way for our sake. That's so very kind of you. With your help, I trust that young man's case is in good hands.
Could you tell us a bit about him?
Of course, I'm happy to help any way I can. With my failing
Finding
eyesight,
my
I'm
teapot
afraid I
rusted my
can't offer
microwave.
much about his appearance. But I do remember hearing the sound of his voice. Not recently, of course. That loss has left me feeling quite empty. I don't think his parents are still living in the village. But somehow he never
Is this
seemed
a not one
lonely.
pre-quest?
In fact, he was usually the one offering companionship to others. He would often take time to visit the elderly or play with the orphans in the village. And whenever someone had something on their mind, he was there to listen with open ears. He always knew just what to say. As the village chief, I owe him many thanks. Helping villagers navigate difficult moments in their lives should have been one of my responsibilities. But he was often the one rising to the occasion.
Wow. He seems like such a nice and gentle person. No wonder his disappearance affected you all so much. But, you wouldn't happen to know any details about his name, address, or family situation, right?
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I just can't
It's okay. There's no need to force yourself to try and remember. Well, Traveler, what do you think? Paimon thinks so too. Like, the name thing. It's so weird that no one remembers his name, and nobody has been able to tell us anything about his family or where he lived. It's like this guy's been erased from reality or something. Wait, so you're saying it's not that he's been erased, necessarily, but more like he never existed to begin with? Okay, Paimon's gonna need some time to process that one. Someone who only exists in people's
Hey,
memories?
didn't he do the tree thing? The weird soul tree thing that makes things happen?
You two are the adventurers who just arrived, right? You're here for the Vamara Village Commission?
Yep, sure are. We were just looking into the case.
Is this about the Wanderer?
I'm so glad to hear that. Thank goodness you haven't given up. I've been so worried the Adventurers Guild might cancel our commission. My name is Atosa, by the way. I grew up here in Vamara Village. Anyway, I just wanted to say, please keep searching for a missing villager.
Yeah, no need to worry. We'll give it our best shot.
I'm not sure this counts as a lead, but follow me.
Alright, following. Oh, how far? Oh, yeah.
Skyward! Got him!
Oh, lots of these.
Is this the place?
Yep. I know it doesn't look like much, but this place is very meaningful to me. It's so full of memories. We used to always sit
Oh.
together under this tree and talk.
Under the
Sometimes
tree,
we would
under
look
the
up at the
tree.
clouds in the sky,
Down where it's
or
bad, down
stop
where
to
the
feel the wind
wetlands,
against our
under the
skin.
tree.
We could sit there for hours at a time, never realizing how long it had been. I was actually adopted by the people of Vamara Village. The forest rangers found me in the woods as a child. I was surrounded by such good people, and growing up in the village was so lively. Still, there were times when I couldn't help but feel incredibly alone.
Alone?
Yeah.
How should I put it? When something's bothering you, or when you have good news to share, you always want to talk about it with somebody.
That's
For the
weird.
longest
Women don't
time,
usually
I didn't know
experience this
who
in
I could
real life.
talk to,
This really
or
is a fantasy
if I should
world
say
where
anything
everybody
at
has
all.
the same problems.
Everyone has their own problems to deal with. Even if I might want to confide in others, I don't want to become a burden. Really? You know exactly how I feel?
Aww.
Except you, Paimon. You don't count. Shut
Oh,
up. Go away.
that
Go
sounds
back in
really
your
nice.
Pokeball. We are not discussing you right now.
You're quite lucky. When it comes to our missing villager, well, I guess you could say that to me. He felt like both a family member I could rely on and a friend who could really understand me. No matter what came my way, I knew I could always talk to him. He was so thoughtful
What if
and
this him was
pure
not a him, but a
and
Paimon?
patient too. Whenever I talked to
It's
him,
not like
he would
Paimon
always
knows
seem
the
so
fuck it is.
interested, as if the
Maybe
things I was describing
selfish
were
thing.
just as important to him as they were to me. Ever since he disappeared, there's been so much I wanted to tell him. No, none of those things matters now.
No.
I just really want to see him again.
Wow. You two must have been really close. Did he ever tell you anything about himself?
He mostly just talked about interesting things he saw around the village. He'd share a lot of his own wild ideas as well. Oh, right! I did ask him about his parents once. But all he said was, they're not here anymore.
Ooh.
I didn't know whether that meant they had left the village or passed away, and I didn't want to pry.
Still not much to go off of.
Look at me. Talking your ear off and still nothing to show for it.
Yeah,
Sorry
stop
I
talking.
wasn't more help.
Give me confidence. Right. He knows what's up.
The last time I talked
Don't
this
say
not
that
too
or
long
anything.
ago was when we were still together. Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk, just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Well, time always seems to pass slower when you're relaxed, right? What's wrong, Traveler? Hey, look at those hill trails over there. Doesn't it seem like they're acting a little strange? The Abyss Order. Could they be the ones behind all of this?
They could. Or they could just be the random enemies we always see hanging out.
Uh-oh, we've been spotted! Quick, get ready to fight!
I don't think he's fighting us. He just teleported come. He's fighting us.
There is no escape! Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
Right?
Busted.
Transfixed!
My turn.
I hear...
Oh, she died?
Quietly now.
Shine down! Skyward! Make way for the Adeptus!
Wow, not healing. Oh yeah, she did heal. That she does heal.
Overruled! There is no escape! Skyward! Scatter!
just freezing them.
Illusion shattered. Gotcha. Transfixed.
Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting monsters to show up. If you hadn't been here, I'm not sure.
It was no trouble.
Now that I think about it, they seem agitated and would often attack anything in sight.
Maybe, well, we should head back and check out the situation in Vimara Village just... Wait a second. The person... It's Dainsland!
Hello,
Ah, it's you
Cayenne.
two.
Oh, a friend of yours? Well, I'll leave you all to it then. I should head back to the village and check up on Chief Amadea and the others anyway. See you later.
Toodles.
Yep, see you later, Atosa.
Atosa. Atosama.
Why do you always have to pop up out of nowhere like that? Is it your life's mission to jump scare us or something?
It's hardly personal, or intentional for that matter. As long as you
Jump
and I are
scare?
both
He was
in
like a
pursuit
mile
of the
away.
Abyss
We saw
Order,
him
we're
first.
bound to cross paths.
Ah, so you're here to investigate the Abyss Order then. That would explain the monsters you were fighting just now.
Of course it
Naturally.
makes sense. You
Hold on.
Paimon.
Are you not here for the same
You
purpose?
Pai monster, you. Oh, hang on a minute. Didn't the Pokemon game get an update or some shit? New friend invite. Who dare disturb me? Who has awakened? Who has awakened? Ah, that's weird.
No matter. It may have taken you a while to catch on, but I'm sure you've also realized by now that there's something strange about this place. The Abyss Order is most certainly planning something in this area. Or worse.
There is something
Their plan
strange
could already
about
be
this
in motion.
area. Oh yeah, we got a
Do you
commission.
think the
Some
Abyss Order is
kid went
behind the
missing and
hilichurl
everybody forgot
activity in
everything
the
about him
area?
except that he existed.
As things stand,
Ah, so you were here
I
already
highly
because of
doubt that
something
is their
strange. Yeah, we
primary
didn't figure
motive.
shit out. We just got a
I
commission
would
saying shit
imagine
is
the
weird.
increased hilichurl activity is merely a byproduct of whatever it is they're really trying to accomplish.
Still, the hilichurl activity is causing a lot of problems for the people here. We should stick around for a while and protect the village, don't you think?
The best way to protect them
Hilichurl
is by
activity is a
figuring out what
problem.
the Abyss Order is truly
Let's
planning.
stick around.
That
Oh,
is
the
how we
hilichurls
prevent
never
them
go
from
away and respawn every few hours? Wild shit.
And you shall have them.
And
I never
also,
intended to hide anything.
Daneslav, broski.
Don't worry.
We
This will be
established
ample
they're
time
your
to talk.
Kyanrian bros. You okay with me kicking their ass left and right, up and down, all around? I mean, what's not?
So that was the commission that brought you here to Vimara village. Someone who seems to only exist in people's memories. That is indeed quite intriguing. I would agree that it's unlikely you have a simple missing persons case on your hands. However, any possible connection to the Abyss Order is still unclear.
Dun dun
It
dun.
appears all we have by way of clues is increased hilichurl activity, and that is certainly not much to go off of.
So then that person used to be a hilichurl, or became now a hilichurl?
Right! That mysterious voice she heard in her brother's memory. The one who called himself the sinner. Who is he?
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you? I sense hesitation in your words. After all, you still haven't figured out the whole truth.
And your asshole ass was there
There's
and
still
can
hope
spill
for
it
the two
out
of you to
right now
reconcile.
by spelling it out.
Irreparable damage has not yet been done. The sinner you wish to know about, his situation is different. He and his fellow sinners have long betrayed me, and long betrayed their nation. His name is Vedrfolnir, the Visionary.
Oh yeah, we heard
I
that
loathe
name
to
before.
admit it, but he is also my kin, my older brother.
Your
Dun dun
brother?
dun. That might be the guy whose memory everybody is trying to keep.
There were 5 of them, the 5 sinners of Kanria. The wise Roptatir, the visionary Vedrfolnir, Gold Rhindaughter,
Oh, Rhindaughter.
the foul Sertologi, and Rehir of Solnari, Rerir. No
Him too.
matter how eroded my memory may become, I will never forget their names. One day, I shall have my vengeance.
Dun dun
Wait, some of those names sound
dun.
really familiar. Rhindaughter is the one who created Albedo. Sertologi is Skirk's master. And the one we just learned about, Dane's brother, Vedrfolnir. If he was the voice of the sinner, then the one who inspired Clotar to create the Abyss Order was him.
Mm-hmm.
They were once people of great esteem in Kanria, those who carried the hopes of the nation. They were the best of their peers, outstanding in their respective fields. The 6 of us, together. We should have been the ones to prevent the disaster. The ones to stop the Vinster King from continuing to rock the foundation of the world. Yet, deep within, the 5 of them craved something more. They could not resist the call of the Abyss, and divided among themselves a power that could destroy the world. So they became sinners, but also transcendent beings, each in possession of world-shattering power. And when the cataclysm occurred, not one of them stood up in defense of their nation. Not one came forward to prevent the tragedy, and for that, they shall never have my forgiveness. Indeed, if they are not stopped, the day is sure to come when they will also betray the entire world. Of course, as I said, I never intended to hide anything from you.
So, Dane, what have you been looking into all this time?
I've continued to investigate the questions surrounding the Loom of Fate. It's been quite some time since the initial operation was launched. By retrieving the eye of the first field tiller, we were able to stop part of their plan from coming to fruition.
Oh, Paimon remembers! Weren't they going to use it to corrupt Osial and make a god or something?
Indeed. However, it's obvious
I
that
don't
was just
remember
some
this
sort
thing
of
called
technical
Osial.
experiment. The eye was integral
Or was
to their
that one of the
plan.
side quests that I
Yet
missed?
somehow, despite failing to obtain it, they've skipped the experimental phase and
I've
found
done
some
everything. I
other way
remember
to
pretty much
keep
the whole
moving
story,
forward.
start to finish.
There are many signs pointing to that
Except
effect.
Leeway. Leeway is a bit
What should we
hazy
do?
because I barely paid
It's
attention
not
there.
too late,
'Cause
is
I
it?
kinda didn't like
Our
Leeway.
most pressing concern is to determine the purpose of the Loom of Fate. From there, we'll be able to deduce the Abyss Order's true objective. Based on the intel I've gathered so far, I suspect the Loom of Fate is related to the ley lines in some way.
The ley lines?
Traveler, you were able to observe your siblings' memories last time, yes? I believe that was due to the fact that the ley lines in that area were unstable. My recent investigation has shown that Abyss Order activity in a particular area is usually followed by a series of issues with the ley lines.
Wait, then our commission here in Vamara Village, the person who seems to exist only in people's memories, could it be connected?
That makes sense if they simply all remembered something. Or saw a memory.
It's certainly possible. I'll join your investigation tomorrow. This missing persons case could very well turn out to be the key to unraveling these mysteries.
Lucky to have
Well,
a
if we're
weird
keeping
immortal
up the game, then
Kyanarian.
we're gonna need all the energy we can get. Let's try investigating somewhere a little further away tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Tamara Matara. Amanyo. Jimanyo. Okay. Ow! Leg. Leg damage.
Oh, so tired. Paimon used way too much brain juice yesterday. It's all Dane's fault saying all that complicated stuff.
Yep, I slept like a baby.
Well, let's go find Dane. We've got a lot to do today.
Yeah, Denislav. You Russian Kyanarian, you. A Russian name, Denislav. He belongs in Snezhnaya.
Take it easy.
With all their
Dane?
Russians there.
Hello, Dane? Why are you just zoning out over here?
Hi, Chug. Let him zone out if he wants to.
Did something happen?
What's wrong,
The
Slav?
missing person from your commission. Could you describe them to me?
Oh, young guy? Early 20s? Seriously, Dane, what's going on?
There appear to be certain memories in my mind that weren't there before. Memories of him.
Maybe we just talked too much about him yesterday and you had a weird dream?
We barely talked about him yesterday.
No, it wasn't a dream. They're memories. Memories that suddenly appeared in my mind after I woke up. And I'm certain I've never met this person before. I remember handing him the eye of the first field tiller.
What? Okay, so this missing person definitely has something to do with the Abyss Order then.
Indeed. And it appears he possesses the ability to implant memories into the minds of others.
Wait then. All the memories the villagers have of him, could they be fake too? Maybe they never knew him at all. But why would he do something like that?
Whatever the Abyss Order is planning, an important truth has been revealed to us this morning.
What sort of truth?
That their
You
goal
just spelled it out.
is still to obtain the eye of the first field tiller. They haven't stopped searching for it. I am the only person who knows its location. Perhaps implanting that particular memory was an attempt to interfere with my mind in some way. Your concerns are not entirely unfounded. I don't believe the Abyss Order is capable of altering reality like that just yet. However, considering their single-minded pursuit of the eye, I would say an equal level of caution is in order on our part. Come with me. We must check whether the eye is still in our possession.
Wouldn't that mean they're spying on us
Oh,
and this
so
is
you're going to
exactly the
take
wrong
us to
thing to do?
renovate it?
Hmm. Of course.
Oh, it's literally there.
Got her!
Should probably make my combat easier.
I have high hopes for this journey.
Of course you do.
Ah, may I present?
Present the way.
Yeah! Skyward! Got her!
So you're headed way out here? Not an easy place to discover, that's for sure. Well, let's go check to see if it's safe.
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
Hey, wait up!
Hopefully this isn't the real location. I do have both.
Yeah! Skyward! Got her!
Door of res. The res door? Why? Why res door?
Yeah! Skyward! Skyward! There is no escape!
I suppose.
Overruled! Illusion shattered!
It appears the mechanisms here have changed over time. You can access the upper floor through the side door. Perhaps you should try reactivating...
Perhaps I should try reactivating.
the mechanism over there.
Skyward! Got her! Skyward! Skyward! Got her!
Hmm.
Shine down! Yeah. Illusion shattered!
Oh No drops? Not a single drop. But I dropped. Okay. Oh, interesting. A puzzle box.
Make sure all the runes are pointing in the direction indicated by the light. That should unlock the mechanism.
Oh, I see.
Ah, the door's open. Let's go. Our destination is just up ahead.
For that.
Skyward! Got him! Skyward! Got him!
What do we got here?
Looks like we can't go any further.
Be on your guard. I sense the presence of the abyss.
It's the Abyss Order!
Not the abyss, a abyss.
Take a pose!
Frizzy water.
Skyward! Lay bare.
His eyes.
Yoo-hoo! Shine down! Skyward! Got him! Now you shall perish! Remove all obstacles. Stray clouds converge! Show a new trick! Illusion shattered! Transfixed!
Just as I
Easy.
suspected. The false memories were a trap. The Abyss Order just wanted to follow us here. Now that they're in the vicinity, we should have a chance to see...
Dane? What's wrong?
Can you feel that? There's been a disturbance in the ley lines.
Wow, you must be really sensitive to that sort of thing. Byron doesn't feel it.
We're not even from this world.
You too. Do as I say. Use that mechanism over there and leave this place. The Abyss Order is putting something in motion. If you return to Vimara village, I suspect you might finally have the opportunity to locate the missing villager. Just think of it as a way to divide and conquer.
I'm sure Dane's left will be fine. Brother? Sister? Father? Brother? 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 Yuriko Omega. Are you my friend? Kunde. Tarega. I knew it. I knew it was the brother. I said it right away.
I knew going along with your trap would be the only way to meet with you face to face.
Hello, Aether.
You risked your safety, and that of the Eye. That's quite the gamble, Dainsleif. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap laid by the Twilight Sword.
So you came here all on your own? What about those followers of yours?
When the Twilight Sword is prepared for battle, any army I could send would only be marching to their doom. Better that I face you alone. I know you must have a lot to say, but if it's a conversation you want, you'll have to defeat me first.
Kingdom Hearts moment. Am I playing as Dane? That would be so much funner. Why did he push Lumina out?
The Abyss Order's on the move. The ley lines are all out of whack. We better hurry back to Vimara Village and see what's going... Hey, look at those hilly trails over there. Weren't they acting super agitated just a little while ago?
In the New World, they bade farewell to the shrouded sun. At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering. Such was the price they paid, and thus their souls became cleansed and pure.
Did you hear that? What was that sound just now? It sounded so gentle. Could that voice be comforting the hilly trails in some way?
Yeah.
Oh, this is weird. Let's check if this is happening anywhere else.
This is Aether's voice, isn't it? I'm gonna steal their food. Bastard. Don't care how calm you are. Food is food, man.
Got her!
What the
Looks
hell?
like the same thing is happening over here too.
You see, we're both still here.
Okay, Aether, okay, calm down. You're still here, yes. What?
We've reclaimed and release your tears. You no longer need to hold back your sorrow.
Skyward!
Over there. It looks like they're sleeping.
In the end, he whispered, softly, "Sleep well, Father. When you awake, that which differentiates us shall be no more."
Ah, yes, exist differently. Or not at
It
all.
almost sounds like a poem or some kind of story.
Some kind, yes.
Well, now that the hilly trails have calmed down, Vimara Village should be safe at least.
Well, we don't know for how long they
Let's
come
put
down.
the situation to the side for now. Dane said this might be our chance to find the missing villager, so we
I
should
don't
head
think
back
he
to
was a
Vamara
villager.
Village before it's too late.
I mean, can we realistically run into Aether twice?
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter! Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
Elder Son.
Grandpa Amadea, is everyone alright? The Abyss Order seems to be
Amadia or
infesting
Amadia?
The Abyss Order? This is the first I'm hearing of it. Thank you for your concern, but as far as I'm aware, it's been business as usual here in the village.
Well, that's good to hear. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come across any clues about the missing villager while we were gone, did you?
What missing villager?
Someone's gone missing, you say? Who would that be?
Huh? You know, the young guy from Vamara Village. The one you've been looking for all this time. You posted a commission with the Sumeru Adventurers Guild. That's kind of the whole reason we're here, actually. Your missing persons commission.
Ah, I do apologize, you two. I hope I'm... At least right now, I can't seem to recall whatever it is you're referring to.
But how is that? Something's definitely not right. We just talked to Grandpa Amadea about the missing villager. There's no way he could have forgotten all about him just
Unless
like
we're in
that.
another timeline.
What do you think, Traveler? Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased again? You're right. We should narrow down the possibilities first. Let's go ask someone else then.
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
Someone's gone missing? Who?
Just as expected.
Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart.
That guy you said a bunch of nice things about earlier? The one you always used to chat
I think
with.
we need to talk to the girl
He's around 20 years
by the
old,
tree.
and you said he was a kind, warm-hearted person?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Really? You remember?
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. If you're certain that's what I said, then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. But why'd you say he's gone missing? Yeah, I just saw him leave the village. There was someone else with him, too. They couldn't have gone far.
Strange. Bayron seems to remember him. And apparently he just saw him? Do you think maybe it's not that there's something wrong with people's memories, but that we've somehow returned to a time before he went missing?
If this person only exists in people's memories, maybe we're in someone's memory right now.
Right! Paimon totally forgot about the ley line disturbances. We're in someone else's memory. Just like how you entered your sibling's memory last time. That would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went missing. It's a memory after all. Right. If he's someone who only exists in people's memories, then we're finally on the same turf. But didn't Bayron just say that and he saw him leave the village with someone? Where should we go look for him? Who knows how long this ley line disturbance is gonna last? We might not have that much time and we don't even know who. Good idea!
Yeah, shut up and let me think.
We pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to... Right! That! Could we try to figure out more about him using what we know of his ability? Like, does it maybe leave a trace that would somehow give him away?
There's a difference between memories that arise from lived experiences and those that are implanted into the mind. Perhaps it has something to do with time. There's a difference between
Damn it.
If time is allowed to pass within the false memories, there's a higher chance they might conflict with someone's original recollection. That would make it much harder to avoid suspicion. All the memories seem to be set in or near Vimara village, but I'm still not sure if they're restricted to this location.
No wonder! All this time and the sky hasn't changed a bit! That must mean time isn't passing! That's the tell of the fake memories! The implanted memories are basically taking place outside of the regular 24 hours of the day. If the memories included the regular passage of time, it would be easy for people to tell that something was off. Like there could be overlap or something. People might start to wonder why they remember doing two different things at the same time of day. That's why he makes sure the memories take place at a specific moment in time rather than over a period of time.
Dainsleif had memories implanted into his mind. Could it be that it's happened more than once? The color of the sky coincides with the moment in time she described. We thought Chief Amadea forgot about the missing villager, but it turns out we're at a moment in time before the village issued the commission. No. That...
I tried to hit a Tosa and it didn't.
Oh, right! That's exactly what Atosa described!
Bullshit.
Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk, just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Yep, that has to be it! This is definitely Atosa's memory. Yeah, that's what...
Yeah! Skyward! Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
So, you see, Granny Jahiet was a mercenary when she was younger. She just talks like that out of habit. Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. Do you maybe have anything you want to share? It's okay if you don't. You could also just talk about what you think of me?
Oh, uh, I think you're an incredibly strong and thoughtful young
This
man.
guy.
You'll meet many amazing people and live a very happy life. You won't miss someone like me.
Huh? Are those your friends over there?
Oh, right! This version of Atosa hasn't met us yet!
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of effort to find me. So, I should see what they need. I'm sorry, Atosa. We'll have to continue this conversation another time.
Another time, huh? Yeah, okay. I'll head back to the village then.
It's nice to see you, Traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met.
Born into abject sorrow, he shall now become the loom of fate. You're Kari Bear Alberic.
Oh,
Can speak.
you know me? That's quite the surprise. I don't believe I've met you before. Oh, I see. It was the memory, wasn't it? Your sibling's memory. You saw the me from back then. This is Atosa's memory. I came here to say goodbye to her. But I suppose I'll just leave her a message instead. Come, let's find somewhere else to talk.
Yeah, I can't read that. Hmm. My god, without Paimon, it's so much better. Oh, not real water. Can swing sword, jump, or sprint. Can I collect flies? No. Why do we call them butterflies? They're not flying butter.
I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness.
Why take away
I'm
Lumine's
someone
voice
who no
at
longer
this hour?
exists in the real world, after all. As you well know.
Why?
It's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. I've always hoped that I'd get the chance to talk to you like this, and now, the time has finally arrived. Extreme sorrow and pain. Hope and regret coursing through your veins. And a degree of abyssal power that defies comprehension. Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, I would become the loom of fate. But, despite his intentions for me, I never truly became the loom of fate. I was merely used as a means for its construction. In truth, I died the moment I set everything in motion. The person you see before you now is nothing but a remnant of consciousness left over within the loom of fate. As for your question, the loom of fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines.
Oh, nice. We can circumvent the entire resin cost with it.
In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But as more of it is completed, its power becomes stronger and stronger, until finally, it has the power to weave real ley lines of its own. Once fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower level ability to influence memories. But it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world. Yes, I have the ability to control the loom in its semi-completed form. I suppose you can think of it as a form of compensation. After all, its existence cost me my life.
And why is she not speaking
That.
this? This
I
makes
was
no
wrong
sense.
to implant those memories. I'm sorry I caused so much trouble. Not only for everyone in the
I'm at a
village,
complete loss why
but for
Lumine
you as
wouldn't
well.
speak. Why do I have to select choices?
I just
Oh yeah, you dumb.
wanted them to feel like I once existed in this world.
How did you start this good
As
and
if
end this terrible?
I had a chance at life. I know what you must be thinking. Why would I do something so meaningless? But I just couldn't accept it. I had to know what it would be like if I had my own life. What kind of person I would be. What other people would think of me.
I guess his life was completely robbed from him and he
Chief
can still exist as a
Aram,
subconscious being.
Granny Jahit, Atosa. What would it be like if I could live alongside them? No cataclysm, no curse. Just a quiet life in a peaceful village. I was curious, so I selfishly tried to have my own life.
Nah, it's not selfish.
Even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been. One memory at a time. I know it sounds stupid.
You didn't want to
After
live,
all,
you wanted to be alive, okay.
my life ended a long time ago.
Yeah, but you still exist, so no, it kinda
Any
didn't.
chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old. My consciousness left to mature in an illusory world of nothingness. Even the form you see before you was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance. An imagined version of what I would look like if I had the chance to grow up. I know. But there's nothing I can do to make them find me. If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise
Actually,
them with the suddenness of it all.
it is possible to make him exist the way he wants,
Well,
fully, completely real existing
That's
human.
not possible for me.
But we have to go to the Archon of Wisdom for this. She's done this exact same thing before, even herself.
I know.
Can we? Can we get Sumero Archon to help?
Captain Dainsleif. Twilight Sword, you mean? No need to meet up with him. Things should already be settled on his end. Exactly. as someone who could only exist in people's memories. The fact that I'm able to talk to you in my consciousness like this can only mean one thing. The Loom of Fate has already been completed.
Dun, dun,
No
dun.
need to worry about Captain Dainsleif. He's absolutely fine. The only reason he lost the eye was because I happened to guess exactly what he was planning. Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body this whole time, hasn't he? His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit of the eye in order to have the chance to confront the prince. He would then hand the eye to you and tell you to take it away from that location. That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye all at once. A very thorough plan. That's right, because in his mind, he had given it to you already. Before you two entered that false location.
Traveler, wait.
Hmm?
We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
That was when I implanted the memory of him handing you the eye. Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif failed to notice anything out of the ordinary, and took that memory to be real. I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed. And to do that, we had to retrieve the eye.
Okay, whatever. I mean, I don't really care. That just means a bigger fight, bigger boss, bigger rewards.
I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you, but I truly have no idea what the prince is planning.
You mean
Tibet's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet. Creating new ley lines can neither replace nor extend the ones that already exist. In the face of everything they could be planning, I fear I'm too insignificant to even get a glimpse of the bigger picture. In any case, I had my own use for the Loom of Fate, and my goal, at least, has been achieved. You remember my father, don't you? Clotar Alberic. I believe you saw him in your sibling's memory, after he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my Hilichurl form. I suffered from an indescribable level of mental anguish. To comfort me, my father told me a story, that this was a fairy tale world where I had to take on the form of a little monster. That story managed to dispel my fears, even if just for a moment.
Yeah, what happens when you take the mask off?
My goal was simple. To use the Loom of Fate in its near-completed form, when its ability to create memories was at its strongest, to implant a specific memory into the minds of the Hilichurls. In that memory, I would tell them a story, just like my father did for me. It was a story of fairy tales and love. But more than anything, it was a
Doesn't it
story
feel
of
stupid
us.
to play Genshin now at this point, to kill Hilichurls and Abyss Mages and all that? It's like, yeah, they're Kyanrians who lost their minds. Why am I killing them?
I can't change the world. Not when I lost the very right to exist within it. Implanting those memories, that was the most worthwhile thing I could offer. All that's left of my existence is a wisp of residual consciousness tied to the Loom of Fate. In truth, that trace of my consciousness should have dissipated long ago. But now, the bedtime story, is finished. And it's finally time to rest.
Oh. Speak, Lumine. Use words. You have powerful words. You can stop him from dying. Or not. Pretty scenery now. Man, these graphics are actually better than the game.
Looks like I was too late to see Kari Bear one last time.
Aether.
Kari Bear's consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible. Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too.
I mean, use words. Don't be weird.
Well, how about a conversation?
They should have done this in Pixar animation at this point.
The chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. Wouldn't you agree? That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, I mean. I didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his sword against me. Were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. Even after 500 years. The Loom of Fate, huh? I still haven't found a way to utilize it to its full potential. But there's still time before the heavenly principles awaken. Yes, for 500 years now, ever since the cataclysm in Conria, there's been no sign of activity.
Ah,
Not long ago,
interesting.
you
That could
witnessed
be
the
why.
Hydro Archon destroy her divine throne. Yes?
That
Such
could
a
be.
flagrant disregard for the rules. And still Celestia took no action. I
That's right.
suppose
That
that's
could be
proof
why
enough
it's
of the
not
heavenly
responding.
principles situation. However, the
I thought it was
heavenly
because the dragon
principles
took it
will
all.
awaken. We just don't know when that will be, or what might trigger it.
Don't you too, Lumine? It literally is the reason why you guys spread into different timelines.
You could say that. Just look at Kari Bear. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves is a perfect representation of who he was. Quiet and peaceful, even as a hilly churl. Seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his spirit. He brought comfort to the people of this world, even though he was denied the very right to be a part of it. So ask yourself this. Who was it that deprived him of that right to exist?
True.
Of course.
I always was
Just
against the
an
heavenly
example.
principles myself, though.
My feelings about the heavenly principles are too complicated to explain in just a few words.
Stupid heavenly principles. We just gotta go to Celestia and kick some ass, man.
Lumine?
There you go! He said the word Lumine. If anyone has ever doubted...
You're the only one in this world who calls me that. There's so much I wanted to ask you. But for some reason, I'm not interested in asking those questions right now. There's just
Can we get him as a
one
second
thing I
companion?
have to ask. One thing I could never understand. Why? Why can't we continue our journey together?
Yeah, also that. This is so
At
much
the end of
better.
my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end. Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds together. You told me you wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom. To have a place like that suddenly appear before me? Well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
You mean?
I miss you too, Lumine. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final answer, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes. Let alone my own sister.
He uses her name just fine. I think the age of Paimon is over, and everyone should just use her canon name.
This space has lost its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist much longer. In fact, aside from our ability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space. With Kari Bear gone, we won't be able to remember anything that happened here. Everything in this space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
You're only telling me this now?
Well, we're witnesses, and Lumine is not from this world, so it's possible we simply remember anyway. Okay, this proves that the writing is considerably better, with Lumine speaking for herself and everyone using her actual name, Lumine.
Paimon's head feels all fuzzy. Oh, Paimon woke up a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that they saw us sleeping near the village yesterday. They couldn't wake us up no matter how hard they tried, so they decided to just bring us back here. Oh, and Dane came by just now. It looked like he was injured. He didn't say anything, though. Just made sure that you were all right and left. Kinda seemed like he had a lot on his mind, but that's Dane for ya. Let's think for a second. We were in that memory, and we saw that guy you called Kari Bear.
Ah,
He was
interesting.
the missing villager that we've been trying to find, right? And after that, Paimon doesn't remember what happened. Wait, really? What a score! Well, what happened after that?
Spoke to my brother.
Ah, there you are. Sleep well?
Bayram, you sure seem happy. Did something good happen?
Something good? Huh. Wasn't anything good or bad, I'd say. It's just that, well, the village organized another search party yesterday. It didn't feel right to leave all the searching to the adventurers, so there we were, searching away, when suddenly this one guy said it all came back to him. According to him, one day around dusk he was passing by this one tree outside the village, and he saw our missing villager. There he was, sleeping under that tree all by himself. His parents came a little later to wake him up, and they all left together. They looked like quite a happy family, apparently. And after that, well, we all started to feel like that really is what happened. Kind of strange that we forgot all about it for so long. Oh, and we also remembered his name, Curry Bear. Now, that's not a name you hear every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner. Well, I hope he's happy wherever he is. And we're all relieved now that we know what happened.
The memory with the brother should have stayed,
Left the village.
because there was quite a lot
For the
before the
best. At
collapse.
least they have some sort of explanation now. Paimon wonders how Atosa's doing. Maybe we should go check on her. If she hasn't, Paimon didn't see her in the village just now, so...
Interesting.
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
Hey, Atosa, how's it going?
Oh, it's you two. I was just about to go looking for you. I wanted to thank you. I was part of the search party, so I remember what happened to Kari Bear now. Honestly, I just can't believe I forgot something so important. It's funny, but I have this feeling he told me the same thing. I just can't seem to remember when. I guess it doesn't really matter anyway. Life is made up of a series of memories. As long as I hold on to our time together, he'll always be a part of my life. I'm just happy I got to meet him. So, who cares what happens in the future?
I like how she thinks. It's very difficult to think her way.
Okay, I'll admit, I'm just putting on a brave face. I was dumped, wasn't I? Otherwise, why would he just leave like that without saying goodbye? You don't need to comfort me. I'll be okay.
You are not
It's
dumped.
just like Kari
Can we
Bear
just
said.
tell her?
It's the things we overcome that make life more precious. And you know, if he has a heart, maybe he'll come back and see me one day. Anyway,
Oof.
thanks for all your hard work, you two. I promised I'd help Granny Tahiyat with something, so I should head back.
Well, that should be it, right? Everyone's lives can go back to normal now. Oh, right! Weren't you about to tell Paimon what happened after your conversation with Kari Bear?
Aether.
A picture? Where'd that come from?
That's what happened. Do I get to keep the picture? Oh, I do.
Paimon's gonna give it an ugly nickname like... Bad, Bad Water!
That's why we got to keep the memory, or should have, because he was technically still alive. Okay, so the thing with Aether is going to be eventually just friends again. No more main quest. Well, main quest is where it's at. Without a main quest, there's not much point to play. I think they have a name for a player like me. Something about content rather than... There is no FOMO with me. There is no care about pulling your characters. I'm very non-monetizable because I'm just here for the gameplay and the content and the story and all that. Can't remember what they call that.
Ad Astra. Thank you for completing today's...
Ta-da! I feel like Lesser Lord Kusanali could have been a huge help with this. Why wasn't she like part of this quest, right? Like we could have, I don't know, we could have gotten her to help us get some memories things sorted. Maybe that's the next quest. We find out she sneakily saved his ass from disappearing, which would return all the conversation memories between Lumine and Aether. Oh yeah, right. Chlorine. I did not enjoy how she plays though.
The secrets of the mechanical arts are too profound to convey in a few simple words.
Stands in one
Oh, but
spot
why
shooting.
must the listener grow weary whenever I begin to divulge them?
Don't you remember your adventure plans, my lady?
Sure.
There are so many local specialties in Sumeru.
Don't you remember your adventure plans, my lady?
That's, you know, a good way to just do nothing. Just enjoy the scenery, sitting down and having a drink.
There are so many local specialties in Sumeru. I want to buy more.
Do you hear that? Something's going on over there. I'm gonna go check it out. Early bird gets the worm.
Don't you remember your adventure plans, my lady?
There are so many local specialties in Sumeru. I want to buy more.
Don't you remember your adventure plans, my lady?
Let us. I wish she stayed permanently sitting until I moved.
Something you wish to report? Go on. You have my undivided attention.
Welcome! I hope you'll have a wonderful day.
That's cool.
Don't you remember your adventure plans, my lady?
There are so many local specialties in Sumeru. I want to buy more.
Haha, that's cool. So she has 6 attacks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Very cool stop animation for 6.
Don't you think my craftsmanship deserves a bit of a higher price?
Don't you remember your adventure plans, my lady?
There are so many local specialties in Sumeru. I want to buy more.
Don't you remember your adventure plans, my lady?
Local event.
What could the children be up to? Never mind. Let them do as they please.
Probably important. Well, let's go check the desert, I guess.
Ah, something with which to commemorate this occasion.
Illusion shattered! I suppose! Yeah! Skyward! Scatter! Yeah!
Fried meat because it's not like Zelda. It's not real environmental effects.
There is no escape!
What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected?
Wow, the withering? Very annoying.
Transfixed. My turn. Everlasting as the moon. Overruled. Yeah. Yeah. Got her.
An impressive bounty.
Oh,
What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected?
makes sense. I guess this could be an interesting thinger. Thingamababa.
Yeah. Skyward. Got her.
My lineup. How do I how do I switch them out? Oh, they're already in. I want the big dude. How do I get the big dude, man? Maybe I have to hit start first. Oh, that's what that is.
Let's end this now. Let's end this now. We'll meet again. We'll meet again. Treasure. Where's the treasure? Fry! We'll meet again.
Oh, that's cool. Samurai Champloo.
The perfect distance. Fall before me. Light blade. Fall before me. Try. Finally, I. Fall before me. Try.
Oh.
Picked the wrong subject. This battle.
Oh fuck.
To the very. Finally, I. No. Fall before me.
Damn it.
Fall before me.
Nah. Oh, I can get all of them? Hopefully the lineup makes sense. Oh.
Light blade. Going somewhere? Finally, I. No.
Immune.
This will do. And you. You win. This battle. The perfect distance.
Oh.
Going somewhere? To the very. Fall before me.
Damn. Kick my horsey's ass.
Fall before me. Cut down.
Oh wow, hello. I get bots? Let's go bots.
We'll meet again.
Random pretty girl. Oh my god, they're so good. Oh, that one dead.
Let's end this now. Let's end this now. We'll meet again.
Mm-hmm. Now I fight the bots. What are you shooting?
Again.
I do get the pretty girl as well, nice. It does water? Huh. Froze. heck? Oh yeah, I mean she's soloing them out there. What the heck? Oh, this is the last one anyway. Hurts, doesn't it? Oh, I remember this lineup. Oh.
When will I finally make my fortune?
They're more spread out, so I cannot do 2 lanes at once. Fuck.
The treasure. Where's the treasure?
Treasure.
Make my fortune.
Kick ass.
Where's the treasure? Treasure. Where's the treasure?
This was an unfair challenge anyway. I didn't get the really good units. Oh shit.
end this now! Let's end this now!
Fall before me! Fall before me! Fall before me!
I deployed Max.
Fall before me!
Will!
Fall before me! You win this battle.
GG. Basically every stage.
We'll meet again.
Is it just defense again?
Fry! Fry! Fry!
We'll meet again.
Picked the wrong test subject.
Ah.
We'll meet again. Try. Picked the wrong test subject.
And they beat me first. Art of War.
Try. Let's end this now. We'll meet again. Picked the wrong test subject.
Have the AoE effect. Jesus.
Perfect distance. The light blade to the very
Fall before cut down. Like this.
going somewhere.
Let's end this now.
Finally,
Oh no.
This is really fast.
Let's end this now.
GG. GG. Wow, these are fun units.
Fry! Fry! Picked the wrong test subject.
This was OP. I mean, okay.
Going somewhere? Let's end this now! Let's end this now! Let's end this now! The perfect distance! Let's end this now! Going somewhere? The perfect distance!
No, this was the fastest yet. attack. Let's go AoE. Damn, that tank really survived. A little motorbike wheel survived the whole damn thing. Oh wow. Wait till they start getting hit by the thing.
This will end you! This will do!
Let's end this now! Let's end this now!
This will end you!
We'll meet again.
This will do! Cut down like this. This will end you!
We'll meet again. We'll meet again.
This will do!
At least I win this real quick.
Let's end this now!
I guess I could try the first one again. Still not sure why it was so difficult. Probably because I didn't do the new strategy that I learned.
Let's end this now! Let's end this now!
Try!
Best strategy.
Try!
Don't know how he died, but he did his mission. Damn, that's the fastest, okay. Nah. How do you decrease elemental energy? Ah, they gave me the refinements for it. I don't have an elemental mastery bow, I don't think. That's it. We took advantage of the 1.5 XP. Up to 60. What the hell? I like this quick to the point, short kind of quest line type stuff. God. Hmm. Ah. Man, what an intensely pretty world they made. And they finally made a character that can rest anywhere, anytime, for long periods. Sitting and chilling at any location, that's just perfection. Now I don't have to look for chairs at all. Oh yeah. I never got this thing unlocked. What's this thing? I forgot about this thing.
There is no escape.
Huh.
Strike a pose. Shine down. Laid bare.
Didn't work.
Overruled. Skyward! Scatter!
Figure out this one too.
Skyward! Scatter!
What the hell next?
Skyward! Shower me with praise!
That's all three.
Yeah, skyward, scatter.
The hell, they're telling me to go here, are they not? Oh, hello.
The show begins!
There's stuff underwater. Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, skyward, scatter. Yeah, skyward, scatter.
1, 2, 3. Hmm.
Skyward, scatter.
How brilliant!
Skyward, scatter. Skyward, scatter. Scatter.
I have no idea what you're supposed to do here, but I'm also insanely sleepy, so there's that. In which case, I will probably just go and think about it.